Namaste. How is Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra? As you all know, Ashwini is ruled by Ketu and Ashwini Nakshatra falls in the sign of Aries. So in this podcast, I have talked about Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra. So let's begin. Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra gives the tendency to fall in love. However, many a times the native feels cheated in the matters of love affair. Somehow they feel that nobody truly loves them. They long for true love, but love seems to dodge them throughout their life. Marilyn Monroe is one good example of Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra. Marilyn Monroe was one of the most famous American actresses. However, at the age of 36, she committed suicide. Frustrated with life and with many pains and failures in relationships, she finally committed suicide. Ashwini is ruled by Ketu and Ashwini is placed in the sign of Aries. And so acting swiftly without thinking much is a peculiar trait of Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra. Hire and fire is how Ashwini works. They may fall quickly in love and they will abruptly end the relationship as well. Everything happens quickly, especially in the matters of love when Venus falls in Ashwini Nakshatra. Venus in Ashwini is excellent for outdoor sports. Many famous sportsmen and sportswomen have Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra. This Venus gives a certain style that appeals to the masses. Native is highly passionate and it is his passion that drives him and brings much success in his life. Relationships are always sexually oriented. Sex is very important when Venus is in Ashwini. And so this placement brings a high sexual drive. And so extramarital affairs can happen if the marriage is failing. Generally, when Venus is in Ashwini Nakshatra, then the native seeks a partner whose physical body is attractive, appealing, and has a good stamina. So, if the native is a woman, then she would want to have a muscular, handsome man. Whereas if the native is a man, then he would like to have a woman whose body is well toned and in good shape. In a relationship, the native is very passionate and romantic. Love is possible. Love happens, but it never rises above sex when Venus is in Ashwini. One wise man said, I will tell you a story, but the story is just a one-line story, and yet it is the story of the whole humanity. I said, then please tell me, I should know. And the wise man said, the story is about a woman who made love to every man who came to her for sex. But her cheek was always wet from tears. I was touched by this one-line story because it is indeed the story of whole humanity. This is what is happening. Love is possible, but it never rises above sex. Hence, all the cheeks are full of tears. That's how Venus in Ashwini is. Lots of sex, but true love is missing. Love beyond sex is missing. And so when ordinary love fails, Evolved souls having Venus in Ashwini seek spiritual love. They start walking on the Buddha path, the spiritual path. They realize that true love is possible only on the spiritual path, where there are no conditions, no expectations, no demands. The love experienced on the spiritual path is pure, unconditional, and everlasting. And so, Venus in Ashwini Nakshatra does bring a transformation in your perception towards love. In my next video, I will talk on Venus in Magha Nakshatra. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.